Heidi ho! Right. So this is another chronicle of my life in the car here, as we're videotaping in the car again. I am driving once again, traveling once again. I'm actually headed to my home at the moment, and I decided to take a brief break from school. This will be the first time I'll be back home for the semester, and I really haven't had a lot of time to get back home. This semester has been a really busy semester, but there's definitely been all kinds of blessings in the busyness, and been incredibly blessed to experience all of the amazing opportunities that I've had and get connected to all the amazing people that I've been able to get connected to this semester. And been doing a lot of stuff in the community, as you guys know. Been meeting a lot of the community partnerships and doing the volunteering and part of practicum sites and preceptor locations. And just this week I was able to job shadow a diabetes educator in Indy, and I've been working with Purdue Extension and volunteering at the Boys and Girls Club with them and doing nutrition education. And also I volunteer on Mondays to help prepare hot, fresh meals for those in the community, with third person sites that kind of distribute hot food for people in the community. Like it's called Inside Out Muncie, and they make food for it's called Inside Out Fresh Directions, and so they work as a scratch kitchen in Muncie to help prepare hot meals for the Boys and Girls Club, the Unity Center, the Ross Community Center, MP3, maybe it's not called MP3, sorry, but so there's a lot of other organizations that they make hot meals for, and it's a great opportunity to really give back and really be immersed in the community and really be a part of some awesome things that are going on, and just really understand what it looks like to give back to individuals and families and care for people. And my desires are all rooted in that, and rooted in serving my community and improving the lives of those around me and improving people's lives in regards to health and nutrition. And so today I had an awesome opportunity to work something around my work schedule, and decided to help out with some of the teams that I was talking to you guys about on a blog post previously. So it's some research team at Ball State with the Fisher Institute of Health, and we collaborated through the Nutrition and Health Science Department with them, and we were able to go to a local elementary school in Muncie and do like a giant health fair with the kids for a couple hours. And so we had some exercise science students, I believe, that were doing activity programs, getting the kids up and active and running around. And then we had a group of grad students and physicians from Baldwin Memorial Hospital that were taking some assessments on the students and just trying to get some measurements and stuff like that. Just a great opportunity for some students and faculty, physicians in the community to get a better understanding of the Muncie population and the needs of the specific adults and children in the community to help improve the lives of those around us. And this is a great opportunity for us as dietetic students to get involved. And what we did was we led a 30-minute presentation on food nutrition. So it was me and some awesome, wonderful people that I applaud to the nth degree and tip my hat off to them. Kylie and Levi and Amanda, and there's a grad student who there's another girl that I forget her name. It was my first time meeting her. And then also Audrey Brazell was there. And these guys just get me so pumped up to help others in dietetics as well, because these people are natural-born leaders, especially with being educators for our community, and it was just a phenomenal experience. So we spend 30 minutes in a rotation opportunity with these kids, having about 25 to 50 kids in a group, and getting to teach them about nutrition and going over my plate and going over sugars and fats and salts and what they had today for lunch and ways that they can eat healthier. And my gosh, it was just such a phenomenal experience. I don't know why I had never considered doing things like this before coming to college, and I just love it so much. I just love it so much. I mean, my teachers in high school always told me I'd be a good teacher, and I tell you what, I don't mind the activities of working with little kids. I mean, these were 4th and 5th graders, I believe, and man, I just loved it so much. It was so fun to talk to them and hear what they had for lunch and hear their thoughts on it, and to talk to them about different things and blow their minds whenever you say that this Mountain Dew 20 ounce or 16 ounce has 76 grams of sugar in it, and 76 grams, divide that by 4, that's how many teaspoons you have, and that being 16 teaspoons or around about that much. And crazy to engage in those students, with those students, and be able to teach them and hear from them, and actually learn from them about their interactions around food at home, and whether they have a lot of experience with different fruits and vegetables. And so we were able to talk to them about that. And one of the big things that a lot of kids think nowadays is that sugar only comes in fruits, and sugar only comes in sweets and candy, and they don't really think about the soft drinks. They don't think about the lemonade, the sweet tea, the Kool-Aid, even milk nowadays. And the milk at school is usually lower in fat or fat-free that they offer, and then it's usually sweetened to make it taste better. And I think a lot of times we think that fat makes us fat, and we need to break that paradigm shift with these kids. And man, it was just such a crazy opportunity that I am super blessed with, being able to get connected with that group, and just super impressed with fellow dietetic students that I was able to work with. Hands down, some of the best people I know at Ball State, and just their desires to really help those around them, and really to improve the lives of community members and everything. And I mean, it was just such a crazy opportunity. I'm probably sounding pretty wild right now because I'm on cloud 9. It was a great opportunity. But going forward in my career, I mean, I think to some extent I'm going to be a lifelong educator, lifelong learner at all times. And so one thing for me is realizing the needs of my community, and realizing how I can best facilitate those needs and help educate my community, and help to teach kids, adults, elderly, everybody involved. And I've done nutrition education with Purdue Extension in the past. And I was at a local elementary school today doing this nutrition education through the Nutrition and Health Science Department of Ball State. Chirp, 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 chirp. Shout out to the College of Health and the Nutrition and Health Department, Nutrition and Health Sciences Department of Ball State. Have some amazing, amazing leadership and mentorship along the way over there. Some amazing people doing some amazing things, and just so highly dedicated to really give back to our community and be a proactive teacher, proactive educator, and really make a change. And it's been a very humbling experience, very honored to work with them, to be able to be their student and be led by them and mentored by them along the way. So a lot of what we did today was just teaching kids about ways to eat healthier, ways to engage in food in a healthier way. I mean, we had Kylie, who was leading leading the kids through a demonstration, talking about portion sizes and going over the palm being the size of the meat portion for you, and your thumb being the size of ounces of cheese and dairy. And then going over grains and leafy green vegetables being 2 cups with your hands out like this, and getting the kids engaged and using and up and at them, and always connecting with them in different ways. And so asking them questions and hearing what they had for lunch. And today they had sausage pizza, and one kid even mentioned that there was probably garlic in the cheese, and so it sounds like they had a good lunch today. And so I started to ask them about vegetables and fruits, and them obviously not sharing that in the beginning, and then one group didn't really have a lot to say about the vegetables and fruits, and then the other group had a lot to say, and asking them about their favorite fruits and favorite vegetables, and a lot of people shared celery and carrots and pineapple, and one girl even shared that avocado was one of hers. And I was encouraged to hear some of the things that surprised me of students who had tried different foods, whether or not that was at school or at home. Or one student shared that he had bought some star fruit at Marsh with his family, and then for me, understanding the needs of the community as far as food access goes, and understanding that there are a lot of limited resources and limited educational opportunities for these kids that don't have a lot of great interactions or great opportunities to be exposed to all the many varieties of fruits and vegetables around to them. And one of the students even shared, well, I've tried all the fruits. And I was like, well, I guarantee you probably haven't tried durian from, I didn't say this, but I was thinking you probably haven't tried durian from Malaysia now. So, I mean, it was just such a crazy opportunity to really see where the kids are at. And it was just, I really liked it. So super encouraged by that. Encouraged by the opportunity to step into that realm of community and see the needs and see what it would look like for me down in the future, like really providing hands-on activities with kids. And I mean, I loved it. It was fun. But yeah, I mean, some takeaways for me building into my career. Oh man, just how different and yet how similar educating parents, adults, elderly, and kids all is, and just the lack of information and maybe misinformation that a lot of us have, and just getting people to be proactive advocates for their own health and reading labels and all that has just been a very humbling experience, to say the least, in the last few months of really meeting the community in a whole new way this semester. And it's been fantastic. But for those of you who may be watching this video to hopefully gain a piece of insight or a piece of information in regards to nutrition education, I mean, just to share with you, I mean, I mentioned earlier the sugar aspect, and for every 4 grams of sugar, you're going to be looking at around a teaspoon of sugar. So a lot of people look at like a 12-ounce can or a 20-ounce beverage, and so I encourage you to look at the back of those beverages, and a lot of the Dr. Pepper, Diet Coke, or Diet Coke may not have any sugar in it, but Dr. Pepper and Mountain Dew, those have a lot of sugar and caffeine in them. And if you look at the sugar, whether it's 48 or 56, they're going to be the grams of sugar. But if you divide those amount of grams by 4, then you're going to have the amount of teaspoons that are in that product. So if you have 64 grams of sugar, you're going to divide that by 4, and then you will have 16 teaspoons in that beverage. I don't know about you, but 16 teaspoons sounds like a lot. Especially whenever you consider the amount of sugar in like baked sweet goods. And I don't know, for me, I would much rather enjoy a small piece of chocolate cake for 64 grams of sugar versus a Pepsi or a Coke. But I don't know, to me that just puts things in perspective. And to have the amount of sugar in teaspoons in a little bag sitting right next to the soft drinks, and for the kids to, their jaws just dropped, and even the adults in the room, their jaws just dropped, and they're like, oh my gosh, I would have never thought that much sugar could go into that little drink. And absolutely right. I mean, the lemonades, the Gatorades, and it's crazy how much added sugar there are in these beverages that we consume day in and day out. And I myself was just as guilty growing up. I mean, I didn't know about these things, but now that I'm older and I'm a dietetic student, and especially, I mean, I definitely engage with food and interact with food and discern about all of my decisions and looking at things. But I'm still surprised all the time. There's always things that I'm learning, and I'm like, oh man, I didn't realize that this asparagus I used to buy was sweetened with this because it was seasoned or whatever. It's just, we always have to read the labels. We always have to read the ingredients list and understand that whenever we have sugars, we always want to have natural sugars versus, so the natural sugars of fructose versus the high fructose corn syrup and glucose and that are in soft drinks, and have the natural sucrose that's in fruits and vegetables. Also with the fruits, you have the added fiber around the peel of the fruit that helps you break down those sugars in a slower way, so the added fiber helps promote healthy digestion and slow down the metabolism of the sugar involved. And going off of a piece with the diabetics, always trying to make sure that you're eating the fruits in whole. So whether or not you're having like an apple, it's obviously going to be better than apple juice. You're having a whole orange with pulp, that's going to be a lot better for you than orange juice, because those things are very, very easily absorbed. Especially, I know one thing we don't think about a lot is like in smoothies, those things are absorbed a lot faster, and so we don't have that added fiber and protein that helps slow down those processes. So that's where diabetics a lot of times will see their glucose, their blood sugar go up and down and all around, and you got to have that added fat and protein and added fiber to help slow down those processes involved. But this video is getting kind of long at this point, so I don't want to stay too long, but I think one of the main takeaways for us is just the sugar paradigm shift. I mean, it's the sugar shock factor, I guess you could say. Just always learning how much sugar is actually in our foods, and there's going to be a whole new foods label regarding the sugars here coming soon, and we're going to be able to see on the nutritional label that added sugars is now part of the label instead of just overall sugars or total sugars. We'll be able to see which ones are natural and which ones are added. So that'll be a whole new culture shock for us going forward and everything. So really encourage you guys to check out food labels, to look at the nutrition facts, read the ingredients. I'd really love for you guys to give me some feedback as far as maybe topics you want me to talk about in the future for nutrition education. I mean, opportunities like I've had today just remind me how much of a need there is out in the community, and the better I know my audience, the better I can really articulate and proactively plan and present material and information and education that help improve the lives of those around me. I love you guys. I love kids. I love adults. I love the elderly. I love people. I love educated people. I love health. I love food. I'm here to help. I'm here to help. Feel free to reach out. Feel free to subscribe to my channel down below right here. I'll put it right here for you. Check out some other playlists that I'll put up here. And yeah, just really encourage you guys to stay along. Keep commenting, keep subscribing, keep liking my videos. Helps me reach more people. I'm only here to help. I'm only here to help as I grow into my career, grow into my field. I'm learning all kinds of stuff every day that just blows my mind. And so that's the reason why I'm here. Here to help you guys. Here to help educate the masses and really improve the lives of those around me. So I'm really encouraged by my opportunities at Ball State. I want to improve the lives of those around me, just as my life has been improved at Ball State as well. So shout out to everybody watching this video. Much love. Enjoy the weekend. Have a great time. Stay healthy. Stay happy. I'm out. See you guys.